So today we're going to be checking the oil in the car. We got a long trip coming up. We want to make sure that we have oil because we don't want to destroy our engine. Okay. So I've already taken off the engine cap. I'm going to check the oil. I'm going to go over here to my dipstick and I'm going to check it out. And the first time I'm just going to wipe it off. Okay. And I'll put that right back in there. All right. Okay. So now I'm going to check the second time, and it looks like we are on the add portion of the dipstick. So we need to add some oil. So what I do, I like to use the best of the best to keep old Bertha running good. And so what I have here is Crisco. Crisco is the best pure vegetable oil. And I'm just going to go ahead and pour this Crisco into the engine. Crisco engine oil. Your number one goal and responsibility as an educator is to educate your students, your clientele, in the way that is best for them. So as you look at this wonderful artwork behind me, this might not fit in with what you do. You need to do what fits your clientele the best. Case in point, Joy Ito would be happy to know that at one point in time, this overhead projector was the top of technology.
There's an anecdote in our district that the older history teachers like to tell. This anecdote revolves around the experience of one of our best teachers in our district at the time. His name was George Strubing. George Strubing was an AP US history teacher who, during his time, was using incredible technology. I remember having Mr. Strubing from 1988 to 1989 for US history. He made the classroom come alive with visuals and videos. At a time when teachers were using the overhead projector and they would lick their fingers to wipe off their writing, or they would put saran wrap on top of the overhead projector and then rip it off, Mr. Strubing used to make these pre-made permanent transparencies. And he did this by copying and pasting pictures from the book along with our notes onto regular paper. He would then run these regular papers through the copier onto transparency paper, and voila, there are our notes with visuals. I think it was ingenious. I remember being a student thinking, man, this guy is incredible. This guy has to be one of the top teachers ever. So what is that anecdote? Well, Mr. Strubing wanted to get his AP scores up, although his scores at the time were high for a district like ours. So he makes an appointment to go visit an AP guru in Orange County. This particular person had high AP scores, and so Mr. Strubing wanted to glean any bit of information that he could from this particular teacher. As class starts and kids begin to file in, he's waiting to see some amazing technique. He wants to see what she does that makes her this guru. So the bell rings. She walks up to the front of the class, sits down in her chair, and just starts talking. Mr. Strubing knew right away it wasn't her teaching ability, it was her students. Just a reminder, Crisco and car oil are both oil, but they are not engineered for the same purpose.